levy no ho sensem asisia no akoda ne the history and as a topic NDC for no I release ama omanga na ne obia eka bi e wo man mu na abusia enche bia ana Ato Forson the finance minister otimi ebora parliament no so or the bill be about person on the parliamentarians and the fellow MPs no or no mo ebobo ho no won hwe say on betimi agye atum na fia pass bill no na enye abedane law na omanga na nyina ye di so ene okobie mu no abekenkan e di amaya Ato Forson say energy sector no ye de ka ka twitwiri die pa ene da energy sector honom enti ano the only way ombefa so mo de be yisa e kan afiwo ene say omo introducing new levy ya de eba beto fuel eso se de be ya abrini abibia no bi to fuel mbenya eso mfaso no mo boa no mo de generate revenue nene de omo de clear that debt no na we say obeka say levy ben na ode aba ye fe ni d levy Dumsor levy enka ne ye levy no de o se ne anyo cedis ye till 1 cedi na ne 1 cedi 50 pesos sana na ekona we de fuel bia obeto bia beto 1 cedi ye the 1 cedi e aba beto so 1 liter e 1 ye the 1 cedi beka won say e 12 cedis esi a obeto no 13 cedis so wo car no wo fill in 60 liters that means we levy that's 60 Ghana na esa bill ye etime beto dwa e parliament na afenyo mark ne kokos o mo se da bi yempene NDC for ade na mo pese mu nku Ghana for ade na mo pese mu sisi Ghana for efi se na ye levy mo na mbeka se levy no ana ma ho kire ama aba Ghana ha ana ma nkofo esu na mo betwa mu twa betting tax mu mo be yi tax an hu yan nyina efi na ade nti ana si mo pese mo fa kwoti kwan bi so na ene won san so fa tax foforo bi emba na mo bo Ghana for apo ene yempene na eno ana energy analyst etimi aba bonten oyobi a wakwadri ye passe ba eye enyinamo kane mu a ene onim de ankasa watumi edenchiremu kakra aba betodwa afa eye ekaya esia no majority no claim say energy sector na eka eda ho anya sane and clear that kind of debt na ene Dumsor no de afi kra na ye bekọ ni kasiem na ne nketo mu mponi na preso enti si ya ntua sa aka na te say Ghana ye di emia ne sa te say ye ti ate na eno ana papa etremu say senior Ato Forson esi eba parliament obeka say ye de ka enti ye ntua ka Dumsor no beko so ato aso no eni kwan say yesa ana say eka bimpo ewo energy sector ho no ma ewo so mo find ways and means bia omo betimi ede etua sa eka na mom mo nyomadwen say levy mo betwem fa feed dem mo fa kwan foforo bi so ede levy foforo aba d levy amoso mo de be fight for Dumsor ebusia yenkotie ni nchiremu a ode ebesomye.
Okay, now the other point that I want to say is that if you are looking at the energy sector, this 1 cedi that is coming on is not to solve any Dumsor in the energy sector. It is as a result of the government shaving 30% of its expense. So all these things that we keep talking about, oh, the dollar has gone down, the dollar has gone down. Kojo has been very consistent that with the dollar going down and the cedi appreciating, government cannot fund its budget. And it's with a certificate of emergency the government introduced yesterday to try and raise 1 billion. And my brother Duncan, the government is not collecting 1 cedi. The government is collecting 2 cedis. As per the budget, they introduced 95 pesos. With this new addition, it is 1.95 on petrol, 1.93 on diesel. So the total collection in the year is 1 billion Ghana cedis, $1 billion that the government is collecting per year. You want Ghanaians to pay an extra 1 billion Ghana cedis every year through petroleum taxes. Already we are paying electricity. There should be some problem in the Ministry of Finance. Because when the minister read his budget, he clearly knew what his projections were. He read a budget using 15.4. Now he has lost 30% of his revenue and he needed money. So this certificate of urgency yesterday has got nothing to do with the energy sector. It was just government taxing the Ghanaians to basically run its budget. So let not anybody try to make this thing an energy sector conversation.
I have a quick question for you, Kojo. You say it is government trying to run its budget. The energy sector debt that we have, is it part of our economic baggage? Is it part of our budget? Is it part of... Kojo, let me land. When someone is asking a question, let the person land, and then you can come through with your response. What is being done? All these loopholes that must be plugged, whether or not it's going to solve the situation, because as the permutation stand, will not clear that debt this year or the next year. But is it, by extension, to resolve our economic challenges, part of which the energy sector debt is a part of, or not?
Okay, so there's two things that needs to happen. One, the government needs to come out and tell us that he has ring-fenced that debt from the ECG. So then the energy sector in the ECG, see, today as we speak, we keep talking about the energy sector indebtedness in the energy sector. What Honorable Forson came to do in Parliament was to get GRA to collect money. That goes to Consolidated Fund. That goes to Ministry of Finance. The person who pays the energy sector indebtedness is ECG. So when the IPPs are owed, the person that has contract with the IPPs is ECG. So what the government should tell us today is that he is ring-fencing all the energy sector indebtedness to MOF, Ministry of Finance. So then we know that there is no indebtedness in the energy sector. So that conversation goes away. Unless somebody comes and tells us that that money is not for the energy sector, it is for taxes to run the government. Because today, if the Honorable Jenapo wants money to buy fuel, he has to go to Ministry of Finance and apply to the Ministry of Finance for money. If we are saying that this one cedi, which is now being collected, is to clear the energy sector indebtedness, then it will be treated like the way we did the price stabilization recovery levy. It will be put in a specified fund and be accountable to Parliament how that money is disbursed. Until we do that, it is not for the energy sector. When money goes into the Consolidated Fund, it's for the Ministry of Finance to spend it as he wish. So if we want to solve the energy sector indebted, now another point that we should make, they keep saying that the energy sector indebtedness is 3.1 billion as at March. You have been collecting 95 pesos a litre since you read the budget. Where has that money gone? What have we reduced out of the money that exists? At this rate, if you are going to collect 2 cedis on every litre, as it is now in the law, as passed by Parliament yesterday, in every year, you will rake in $1 billion. In 2 years, you will have cleared all the debt in the energy sector. Now, will Ghanaians have to stop paying that high electricity prices because the energy sector indebtedness is no more, because we are paying something on the electricity prices, which is the losses that we have in the energy sector on the electricity prices that we are paying. So the issue I want Ghanaians to understand is that that exercise yesterday in Parliament was not for the energy sector, because from the majority leader, he said that we are introducing one cedi on a litre to stop Dumsor. Ben, you and I agree, and you've said this several times, that there's no Dumsor. So if there's no Dumsor, why does somebody need 1 cedi to square and solve something that doesn't exist?